This collective, you're very wise, you're very intuitive, you have that wisdom of an old soul. I'm hearing the clairs activated, so either you already started having your clairvoyant, clairsentience activated, all your clairs, or it's something that's about to happen. But they're showing me that still there's lack of patience, there's lack of understanding to that very famous phrase that we always say, it's about the journey, not about the destination. It's about knitting the web, dharma, right? It's not where we're going. It's not about the goal. It's not about the prize. You are the prize. You're not completely getting this collective just yet. And there's still fear, shyness, insecurities, distractions of the mind I'm hearing as well. So let's dive deep. This is my first reading for this collective. I'm a divine love reader. I'm a shadow worker, in case you haven't known. And on YouTube, I have 3 collectives of divine feminines and a divine love journey, twin flame journey, that I do a reading, like in-depth check-in every couple of weeks. I also have a TikTok account where I do more videos, more content. I have more collectives in case that doesn't resonate, but YouTube energy is different. YouTube energy is more self-aware, it's more conscious, it's more, let's do this, let's do the work, right? Let's sit down and let's make sure this is my reading. Let's make sure this is my collective. It's more of that energy of feminines that really wanna do the work, right? So this is the first reading, so we're gonna dive deep, just like we did for the first collective. We're gonna see what's going on in your situation, and then we're gonna tap into your energy from a perspective of that divine love, if we have time, energy of your divine, and then we're gonna do some guidance and some oracles. I can immediately feel, because as a reader, I'm an energy reader as well. I tap into the energy of whoever I read to. This collective, you have this wildness in you. You have this joyfulness. You have this, it's like you want to thrive. You really want to live life, which is beautiful, which is very nice. So let's see what's currently going on in your connection, so you can really connect to this message. You and your beautiful divine counterparts. What's going on with this collective? Let's do maybe 5. 3, 1 more. What's going on with this collective? What's going on? Okay. It's funny because the last card, I remember specifically the last card for first collective that I've done my reading on YouTube was the dragonfly as well. And we are in a season of amazing, gigantic shift, specifically powerful overall collectively. April this year especially is a very powerful month, truly closing the last year, truly entering in a new energy. After this super intense period of retrogrades and eclipses, they really illuminated what we still need to work on. We're going through this transformation. This transformation is grounding from the initiation in February and March. Now it's time to take action. Now it's time for spring cleanse, right? For spring cleaning. And I feel that you are going through some sort of a transformation, but I feel like for this collective is a little bit not that aware. You wouldn't be feeling that shift that strongly. You wouldn't be feeling that you're going through an ascension. Okay, so we have not today, boundaries hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. That makes me feel that you would be in separation with your divine counterpart. We have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. So maybe you find yourself recently, I specifically heard dreaming, so maybe you find yourself dreaming about your counterpart recently a lot. We have mirror, mirroring each other. Obviously, divines, we are each other's greatest mirrors. We are, this is why it's coming to my mind to clarify for this collective. This is why we always say this journey is not about love story. This journey is not about chemistry and crazy, insane passion. And this is byproduct of what it actually is, right? Your ultimate mirror, the only object in the universe of the same frequency as yours that will show you like no other, what do you need to heal? So if you have met your true divine counterpart, not that there's so many people, it's so disheartening. There's so many people who are connected to karmics, and then they read something about twin flame, they understand at surface level, they say this was it, and then they even say it's a horrible thing, or they say it's not real, and they're confusing actual divines in the beginning of this journey. They're very real. Twin flame and twin flame journey is very real, but this journey is about deep spiritual awakening, about self-love, about self-discovery, finding your light, finding your authentic self. And in order to do that, we need to integrate our shadows. And in order to integrate them, we need to see them. And in order to see them, we need the ultimate mirror. And the best mirror in the universe is your counterpart, is your twin flame, the other half of your soul. The only other soul that is of the same frequency. So those of us who chose in this lifetime to be aligned with a twin flame, and side note, I do think that twin flames are meant to get in union, but it's a hard work and a long journey, very difficult, long journey. But they're meant to get into union because we have a mission on this planet to fulfill separately and as collective of twins and as a pairing. But you choose that. You choose to have this person in the same lifetime and to meet, because you know you're going to need that crush course of spirituality, crush course of healing, crush course of awakening, because this journey is so hard to go through our shadows, right? That sometimes traumatic event in our life, something difficult that happens in our life, it's just not enough of a motivation, because it's scary, because it's literally drowning in your shadows, in pain, in tears for years, until you actually do that deep healing. You reach that really, truly love and light. You cross the bridge. You understand what life is really about, right? And in order to do that, we need our counterpart. We have groupie. It's actually funny, that card doesn't match anything else, but what I've heard with this card, we're going to clarify with another row, but what I've heard specifically is that you are in this moment of your life, maybe you're fighting with this shadow, maybe you're navigating, you're going deeper to understand the shadows, but it's like you like attention. You like external validation, I just heard. Maybe that's something that's being shown to you right now to conquer. One more. One more. All right, so we have that at the bottom of the deck, ancient. I just look at this and I thought that maybe you have like a tattoo similar to this design, or you're someone who's like, you like drawing when you like on a phone or in a meeting or whatever. All right, okay, we have hustling. That's on top of that not today. I'm hearing with this one, I'm hearing like still in your ego, still very much in 3D. You haven't yet risen enough upwards in your energy above the heart space. Sorry, this feminine. I always talk about this. That there's a part of this journey that both of us, feminine leads the way. Again, I don't want to repeat myself in every single reading because I have so many videos about this. We're equals. Separation is just an illusion. The fact that they're behind is just an illusion. But in a spiritual aspect, 5D, we do lead the way. So we rise to our heart space first. But in order to do that, we have to fully clear all the physical karma and all the gunk that we have attached to our lower chakras to be able to rise to our heart space. I don't think you're there yet, this collective, just yet. We have love call, and that's the love and the brain. So maybe you recently reignited that romance. Maybe you are now... I'm gonna need to clarify this, because it's like we have that not today, not ready, but I'm hearing more not ready to actually achieve something tangible. I'm hearing. We have wedding rings. That's on top of that mirror. Everlasting love. I just heard the song, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I feel like this collective, you would feel that this person showed you what love really is. That you didn't know what love was. You didn't know. But to be honest, I'm getting a very, I'm curious to tap into specifically your energy, right? Because we're doing what's going on in your connection, but from your perspective, right? I'm looking at this date, this soulmate, this love call, this love in a brain. I'm hearing that this collective, you would actually be on that stage. I don't want to say that you doubt, but it's like you're on that stage where you still think, you would be thinking, I want to be loved. I want to love. I deserve love. I have so much love to give. I like to be in partnership. I like to have a partner. I like to go on dates, right? If it's not this person, maybe it's a soulmate. Maybe you've actually asked your guides to be aligned with a soulmate. Because it's like, for this connection, you know it's not today. And you're eager to love, I'm hearing. You're eager to love. But without you knowing, it's a stage of there are stages of this journey, both for feminine and masculine, that we need to go through. We're not going to escape. But without you knowing that this is just a stage, but it's looking for validation. It's a valid point when we say, you know, that we have so much love to give and we want to love, but we have to change and shift our perspective on love. Loving and being loved is not just about, you know, being wined and dined and getting married and having a ring on your finger and having that love call from your loved one every now and then. Love is a vibration. It's a vibration that is not just attached to a romantical love. It's something that you can give to yourself. Whenever, in my instance, just felt confirmation. It's something that it's a beautiful learning. Sorry, I need to clean this up. It's a beautiful learning on a divine feminine journey that we learn, that we actually can give that love to ourselves. I'm being guided to say this to you, this collective. My universal truth, right? My universal truth. This journey is very hard. Very hard. Not everyone gets it to the other side of the bridge. My personal belief, coming into a specific lifetime with your twin, your plan is always to get there. On your highest, most aligned timeline, it is always you in union with your divine. But it is a journey that is very slow, very long, very hard, and very difficult to conquer. And not everyone gets there because of their own fear, their own limiting beliefs. Not everyone gets there to the other side of the bridge, right? Some feminines are in such pain, they're so exhausted, they do pray to be aligned with a soulmate. They give up on their journey, right? But my universal truth, my universal belief is that a true divine feminine, when you've walked that path of healing, when you've crossed the bridge, when their journey switches from learning through pain, learning through burning, right? Through suffering, through walking through your shadows, it switches to growth, expansion, ascension, light, right? When you're truly in inner union and your divine feminine strength, you accept the fact that we don't live here in this life to find romantical love. This is a life of service. We have a mission. And in the same time, simultaneously, we can enjoy life and we can thrive, because now we embody love. We are love. We feel the vibration of love. And I always say this divine feminine and divine masculine, it's hard to explain. It's just semantics, but giving you a bigger picture, they don't love each other. They both embody love and they just shine together on the same vibration. Do you know what I mean? So we don't really need romantical partner to be happy, to give love, to receive love. We can create that vibration, that frequency of love in our life without romantical partner. So my universal truth, my universal belief, when you truly heal 100% to that point that you've conquered all your shadows, there's always something that we can repeat, go again, explore, past lifetimes, growth, right? Activations. But when you're truly healed, you're in a place of peace, you're in a place of love, you're in a place of acceptance, you're in your inner union in your divine feminine. You would rather live the rest of your life as a crow woman, fully happy, fully fulfilled, then go back to this. True divine feminine. I've made a video about this on my TikTok. I think I've uploaded it on my YouTube as well. If you're interested, you can check it out. That true divine feminine doesn't date. We sit in stillness. We emit vibration of love, of authenticity. We follow our mission. We create new earth. We inspire other feminines to grow. We create our platform. We live our life to the fullest, right? Connecting every day to Mama Gaia, to our physical body, to our energetical body, to our ethereal body, to the void, to the divine. And if our divine masculine is ready, he will find us. We don't date, we don't look, we don't say things like, I deserve love, I deserve to be loved, I want to love, I want to date. If you do that, that's fine. For this divine feminine, I really believe this is just a stage and you're going to pass through this. We're going to tap into your energy right now. But overall, if a woman chooses that, it's okay, it's fine. I'm not, again, I always talk about this. There's no superiority, no inferiority. We're all one. We're just experiencing ourselves as a universe from different perspectives in each body and in each journey of every person. But if you really say this, like, I deserve love, I want to love, that's not a way to find yourself true highest soulmate, right? And definitely not your divine masculine twin flame. All right. I just want to quickly confirm again what's the energy of your connection, because we focus more, I feel like we're focusing more on you. So the energy of this, did it flip? No. Of those divines, just real quick, let's do, okay, I want to do 4 more. I want to do full spread. We have Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, we have Strength, we have 5 of Wands, we have the Lovers, we have the Hanged Man. 2 more. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. And we have Knight of Swords. All right, energy of your connection as a pairing. With that Ace of Wands and those lovers, what I'm hearing is that you're definitely, this is divine love, this is divine connection, this is twin flame connection. You've met your divine already. The love was ignited, the love was initiated. You have been shown, I'm hearing, your highest, most aligned timeline. Us feminines, when we meet our divine, we get visions, even before our activations, even before our Kundalini awakening. We get visions from our highest, most aligned timeline, for us to really know this is your man, this is your divine, this is happening. But we don't know, we never know on this journey for ourselves our timeline, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, but it's already been initiated, that frequency of love, right? So you would have had your initial fusion, if you know what I mean. You've been shown that highest, most aligned timeline. You've stepped on the journey, you're walking the journey, this feminine, right? But you're definitely in separation. So even, I don't think that love call was actually from your masculine, although it is possible because we have Knight of Swords here as well. So maybe your masculine reached out to you recently and it caused more chaos, it caused more confusion, and that's why you started having those thoughts. I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be loved well, I want a soulmate. It's a good thinking pattern, but you have to shift it a little bit. So start from, I deserve to be loved right, yes. I deserve to be loved well, yes. I deserve respect, commitment, time, attention without begging for it, yes. But now the solution is not to go and find it from another man. Find it within yourself. That love, that commitment, love yourself, commit to yourself, take yourself out, give yourself time, give yourself attention. This is how we heal the inner masculine and the feminine. Whatever that wounded feminine within you is missing, don't look for it externally. Find it within your inner masculine, right? So you would feel like you're suspended. You are in separation, but what do I always say? Separation is needed. Separation is needed for us to learn, for us to grow, for us to expand separately. It's not something that can be done. This frequency of divine counterparts, of twin flames, is so incredibly intense that when we're guided by our shadows, when we haven't yet healed and conquered our shadows, we have, with that mirror we have the capability, without us knowing, naturally to push the worst button in each other. So we couldn't hold this frequency until we heal, until we grow. It's such a powerful frequency. It's such a powerful energy that is created between the twin flames, that until we rise into our divine power, we wouldn't be able to hold it. This is why I always say, and all the good readers, coaches, divines who are a part of this community say as well, twin flames never get into union. Who gets into union is divine counterpart. On this journey, they both heal. They both go through the journey of healing. And on that journey, they release attachment to each other. They release the label and they rise into their divine self. And in divine timing, when the time is right, when the divine masculine rises into this divine self, there's no escape from him. He will find you, he will claim you, because that's what the divine masculines do, but he has to be in his divine masculine power, right? It's not the time yet, you're in separation. You feel like you're on hold, but you're literally being taught to surrender to the divine, to focus on you, to find authentic you. We have strength, we have the Chariot, we have 5 of Wands, and we have that Knight of Swords. So you definitely need to learn proper strength with compassion, strength with vulnerability, go through certain, conquer the journey of life, right? Progress on a journey of life, this collective. There's a lot of lessons I'm hearing for you to learn. And it's beautiful. That's why they were showing me this Dharma in the beginning. This is something that you need to understand. It's not about the goal. It's not about the price. Your divine is not your price. Your union is not your price. Your price is who you will become in a process of that journey, in a process of healing. You are your price. One day you will understand, if you follow this journey, if you're strong enough to dedicate yourself to this journey, even if your divine is your motivation for a first part of this journey, which is natural. What did I say? No one normal would dedicate themselves with such strength and passion towards the journey of healing. That's why we have that divine counterpart. It is our ultimate motivation. But once we reach our divine state, we realize that, oh my God, I am this person that I never thought I could be. I never thought I could be. And today I am this person. And it's because of my divine. I was the prize. I want to continue growing, expanding. Do you understand what I mean? It would make sense for the right collective. You wouldn't have you wouldn't embody these ideas, but it would make sense to you. And we had the Five of Wands and the Knight of Swords. I'm hearing two things. It is a collective. There's a huge possibility that your masculine reached out to you recently and it only created chaos and it kind of put you, but it was another test. It was just another. And if all the rest resonates, he's either about to reach out and create a chaos, or you just simply now in that thought pattern that it's just creating chaos in my life. But in reality, it's not the divine love. It's the twin flames that create chaos. But I just heard that there has been some movement. There has been some movement. He reached out. It created chaos. It created. It triggered you. It caused some wounding, and perhaps from there you started thinking like, "Damn, I deserve more. I deserve better." Which again, it's true, but you have to find it yourself. You have to alchemize it yourself. You will never get externally. We are incapable of alchemizing ourselves. Because like I said, imagine this. You are all that is. There's nothing else. Imagine, okay? If you don't believe it's ultimate true, imagine. Everything else is just an illusion. You are all that is. What did I say about love? True love, pure, true, unconditional love. It's not that you love him and he loves you. It's that you both embody the frequency of unconditional love and you flock together. Okay? So similarly to that, with anything else, whatever you need, love, care, validation, time, commitment, you have to embody it. You have to emit that frequency. You have to give it to yourself. And then you just find someone who does the same and you match. Otherwise, it's never going to work. All right, let's tap into your energy. How are you feeling in this connection? What is it that you need to know on your twin flame journey? What's going on right now? What do you need to know? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 5. And maybe we'll do 2 rows. We'll see. Maybe we'll just do 5. Okay, we have 5. Okay, first 2 cards are communication. So I am, we have number 4, number 9, number 3, number 8, and number 1. Those might be significant. I just heard 3rd of the 8, 8 of the 3rd. These 2, but it can be any combination. 34 I just heard as well. So there is a chance that this person reached out to you, There's been communication and it caused chaos, because I'm looking at the other. Let's go through them one by one. We have number 4, communication. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and even replay our conversations in my head. So maybe you had a situation with your counterpart when you mentioned something, but I told you this, but and it's like you feel like they don't see you. You feel like they're not listening, but in reality they are, with an attention. You would be surprised, when our masculines come back and years go by, this journey, the separation can take many, many years. And sometimes that first phase when we're still in and out, it can also take years. So sometimes it's a very long time and very long journey of healing. But when we are in union, it's uncanny how many things they remember, how many specific details they can remember. What did you say in a specific moment? What you were wearing? Where did you go? How did you smell? They remember every detail. They cherish these moments. We don't know that because it doesn't seem like it, because they're wounded. Poor little lost sheep, they're wounded. But it's not like the emotion is not there. You're the other half of their soul and they know it. They feel one of these things is not like the others. Don't forget that it's the masculine who finds us. Always. It's the masculine who's at the right place at the right time to meet us in a serendipitous moment, and he sees us first. He reaches out first. The tables turn 2 times on this journey. I always say this. So I feel like you don't feel hurt, but it's just like, because he's coming from a place of shadow, he's not capable to explain, to be vulnerable, to talk about certain things. We have number 9. I wish I could say what I really feel. Confirmation. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. He's afraid to be himself. And it's funny because today I posted a video on both of my platforms, I think, talking about just that, about the mask. How do you attract your divine counterpart? By being you. For such a long time on this journey, we love them so much. We just want them to come back. We just want them. We're in such wounding and in such longing that we are in this energy of, I'm going to be whatever you want. I'm going to go wherever you want. You call me. We jeopardize our values. We jeopardize who we are. This is how much we long for them, right? So they call us in the middle of the night, and it's something that we would never do. We would never go with any other man. But we throw our values to the bin because we're in such longing. They ask us to do something that we would never do, but we do it. They disappear for months, they ghost us, and then they return to any other man. We would literally be like, but to them, we're like, oh, it's okay, how have you been? Because we're afraid that if we're going to be our true selves, that we're going to say what we think, do what we want to do, we're going to repel them. It's coming from abandonment wound. And the other part of your soul, that ultimate mirror, shows you that wound for you to heal. Be you. That's the best you can do. Focus on you and be you. Love him from far. Talk to him if you need to in 5D, right? But focus on you. Who am I? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What do I want to learn? What do I want to pose? This is me. I don't care. If it repels him, it only means he is in his shadow. But even if in his shadow it repels him, his subconscious soul, that deep soul will tell him, this is your authentic other half. It will help him heal. We have number 3, union. The same divine energy flows in each of us. Confirmation. This energy is the catalyst to our union. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Allow this energy to work its magic. Every time your masculine comes back, every time he triggers you, even without returning, but let's say he posts something, he said something, you thought of something, it's a puzzle piece. It's a puzzle piece for you to heal what you haven't healed already. We have number 8, we have patterns, right? So this is that you have communication and you have patterns. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. So you may be in this moment, it doesn't make sense, right? So remember we said that maybe he came in for a communication. Perhaps he just triggered you. Perhaps you started like, I deserve love. It's the first moment when you rise into what you deserve. You're finally starting to feel that divine love or not, twin flame or not, no sir. Confirmation, you will not treat me like this. It's just that you have to shift from wanting to look for whatever you're lacking externally, that validation, and find it, alchemize it within yourself. And we have number 1, I am triggered. An old pattern has surfaced and it hurts. Confirmation. Let's do your energy in tarot. What's your energy? What your shadows are? But I feel like that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. You spoke to each other. He did something that made you feel like, but I told you this. I told you I'm not going to come to your house in the middle of the night. I told you I wanted more. I told you about whatever it was. You felt like he's not paying zero attention to what you're saying. But both of you, but you didn't say it though. You didn't say it. You got upset, you got triggered, but you didn't say it. You're both wearing masks. It's part of the journey. I don't know why I see this collective like you have dark hair. Again, it can be a detail because it is a collective, but I'm seeing like this dark, like that kind of haircuts in hairstyle, hair type, like color, what? Hold on. We have Hanged Man again. Confirmation. You feel stuck. You feel separation, definitely. Okay, we have the Magician in reverse. That's on top of the communication. We have 10 of Wands. We have Page of Coins. We have Hanged Man. And we have 6 of Coins. With that Magician, what I'm hearing is, remember what I said, the Magician is the alchemist, right? The Magician upwards. He has it all. He's able to alchemize it all, right? He's a master manifester. Although my view on manifestation is like, it's just the illusion of the matrix. You don't truly manifest anything. You just remember who you are. And it naturally comes to you. You remove the obstacles, right? Through healing. I just thought of this movie in Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio. So maybe you've watched it recently. Maybe you should watch it. Maybe you like it. Maybe it's relevant. But it's what I said to you. You think you still have that mindset. I think this collective, you would know that you shouldn't. You would logically already know, but you still have this mindset then. Why is he doing this? Why is he treating me like this? You're not seeing still that this is part of your soul contract. He's doing it to show you that everything you need and everything you want, you have to alchemize within yourself. You're still burdened by him. Your mood depends on him. He comes in, he takes you out of your center. You commit to yourself to perhaps try to drop the mask, try to say how you feel, try to express that you're not comfortable in the situation that he's putting you in. But instead of putting a boundary and saying no, you treat it as a burden. But what do I always say? We are the gatekeepers. You can't blame someone if you follow their lead, if you follow if you give them what they want, if you please them. They're trying to, you would feel very stagnant, this collective. Your energy is very stagnant. They're trying to show you that you want it all. Again, it's this dharma. You want it all. You want the end game. You want to conquer this. They're trying to show you it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And the journey is long, and it's long for us because it needs time. We need time to heal. We need time to understand. I think that there's something, the pattern that has been ignited within you. It's a childhood trauma. It's a childhood thing. I'm hearing innocence. So perhaps something happened in your life when you were very young, very innocent, very trustworthy. You couldn't protect yourself, and that wound was created. That pain, that abandonment wound, that trust wound as well, I'm hearing. 2 more. Oh, and we have 2. All right. We have solar eclipse, 6 months, find your inner truth, catalyst to change. I'm hearing that this reunion of yours, the fact that your masculine returned, it was a redirection on your journey that you needed, right? So perhaps you thought that you were conquering certain things, perhaps you thought that you were going in the right direction, and sometimes our divines return to recalibrate, right? To show us that you feel like okay, so then your ultimate mirror is like, bam! Let's see if you're okay. If your masculine doesn't trigger you, no one can. To be honest, ultimate mirror. Sometimes we're in this place when we think we're okay, right? We think we've healed certain thing, and that masculine will come in for a test. I feel he came in. I feel he triggered something within you that needs to be healed, that needs your attention. And those next 6 months, you will conquer this. You will really dive deeper into this. Right now, I feel like you feel really burdened. You feel really defeated. You would be feeling like you've lost however many years you've been connected to this person, that like you're wasting your time, that it's just a burden, that is just causing chaos. From there, it's possible that you're having those thoughts that you want to be aligned with the soul. Don't give up. I mean, we have free will, but what I can tell you, this journey can be conquered. It ain't easy, it ain't pretty, but man, what you see at the other side, it's heaven on earth. Keep pushing. If this message found you, if you got here until 40th minute, if you're still here, if this is your reading, I always say this, I do recommend coming on individual sessions, one-on-one. If you don't resonate with my energy, different reader, shaman, another divine feminine who's been through this journey, make sure she's in inner union, make sure she's in her, she doesn't have to be in union and externally, but she does have to be in inner union. Not to project still her own journey onto you. But whoever you resonate with, if you ask your guides to guide you towards the right person, you feel, it's like you feel you've been tricked. That's what I heard. They're just trying to show you that it's about the journey, not destination, that it's a long journey, that it's a journey that you have to dedicate yourself to every day. But you're doing it for you. You're not doing it for anyone else. And although we say you are the prize, who you become, that price of who you become, heaven on earth. I could not explain how beautiful and wonderful that is. But there's a lot of energy of heaviness, of stuckness, of there's a little bit of like the wheel is trying to help you. The fortune is trying to tell you, but you're not seeing it. There's certain thought patterns that you're not walking away from. There's still emotions that you're not conquering. Lack of confirmation, emotional maturity as well, I'm hearing, whether you want to accept it or not. There's still a little bit of like, do you know what I mean? I want to pull you one of these. I love this deck by Kim Krans. It's such a beautiful deck when we are on the path of like ascension and growth, and we're going through changes. And then I just will pull a couple of these for your masculine, so we'll see where he's at. But I want to start from these. What does this feminine needs to know? What archetype she needs to embody? What does she need to focus on right now? Division. We have division number 60. Hold on, let me find. Oh, I think I cannot pause this. Hold on. Number 60. Yes. No. Hold on. Bear with me. I have it. Potent imagination, synchronicity, and trust. This is the vision when in light. When in dark, so the shadow is disconnected from art and dreams, listless, aimless. Go deeper. Watch Twin Peaks by David Lynch or The Dream by Frida Kahlo. You can gauge how connected you are to your vision, but how tired you are. Since the vision feeds us energy, it affects our life force and vitality. I think like your vision is now not in a best place. It's like you're in a lost sort of hope kind of moment. Look at art you loved when you were young. There's something as well about the youth. It's like you were very, what was the word that I said? Not naive. What was the word? What was the card that made me think of that? Innocent. It's like you lost that innocence because of certain wounding and certain pain. Listen to old records and poems. Be nostalgic. These are all ways to activate your vision. The vision, the dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny towards which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born, and unfortunately our path. Trust we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seamlessly unattainable and prosperous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors and wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those visions. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery, bring back the dreams. We had a dream card for you as well. I'm going to show you this card again. Maybe it activates you somehow. Owls. I think like owls are important as well for this collective. Maybe this is your sign from the universe. I feel what you need right now, I'm hearing, is a little breather. You've lost hope, so don't think about right now, he's not giving this to me, others will give that to me. No, forget about everyone else. I'm also hearing art and that vision. They're showing you in your dreams. Dreams are riddles. They're showing you what's important. So think about your dreams. Maybe you should have a journal for your dreams. I'm also hearing art. So maybe read those poems, listen to that good music, go to that museum, whatever resonates for you, this collective. I feel they're really trying to, that beautiful, artistic innocence part of you. Let yourself be guided. Our guides are everywhere. Our guides are in everything, in music, in art, in things that we see around us, in nature as well. Okay, let's pull a couple for your masculine. Energy of this masculine. Where is he on this journey? Energy of the masculine. That's just a few. Maybe this is 6. I just heard 6. Inner childhood harmony. Oof. 3, 1, 2, 3 for one more. One more. All right, we have a lot of these cards. If you don't know them, they amazing. The Twin Flame Oracle deck. They have like these categories, right? And we have a lot. Most of these are karmic ties. Let's see what we have. We have 3 and 4 as well, and they came together. We have 7, 7, so he's definitely learning without him knowing. I'm hearing number 34. Did I mention? It's an important number. Or 43. Timing and intentions. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. So whatever he's doing, whatever he is, he's acting from a place of shadow, but he's realizing he's hurting you, right? He's not... This being his first card, this masculine would have believed that he, again, this nonsense saying, but he would believe that it's the right person, not the right time. Things cannot work out between us, but he would have that deep, dormant, I'm hearing, trust that one day, maybe one day, I feel for him it's a more of a distant kind of a thought. it's like I'm hearing, it's like he does things that he doesn't even understand where those things are coming from, because he wouldn't be familiar with the concept of shadow and healing just yet. But it's like certain things he knows that they cause pain upon you, and it's like he's praying, I hope you understand. I hope you understand. I hope you will find forgiveness. Second, number 7, clear the illusions of the 3D world. Don't take everything at face value. There's a lot more going on spiritually and energetically that you can see. And it's funny because I was thinking about this. I was meaning to tell you this for your energy, that when we think that we're stuck, nothing is happening, we always have to remember on this journey that things are happening in the rooms that we're not at. We literally, it's funny, again, I posted on my Instagram about this, my personal story today, but we literally don't realize this journey is such a special journey, such a magical journey, right? And it is destined for us. We cannot escape it, right? If you planned to be an activated twin, you're not going to escape it, really. You can just prolong it, my universal truth. You can just prolong it by refusing, by being aligned with a soulmate. You can just prolong it. You're not going to escape it in this lifetime. It's going to haunt you because you've chose for this lifetime to fully heal, to fully awaken, to rise into your power, right? But we often think that things are not happening, that things are going slow. I always laugh that this is like this moment in telenovelas or in movies when they say 2 years later, right? Because nothing was happening. Nothing was happening from your perspective. But for this journey, things are being set in motion from the day we're born, or sometimes even generations before. Things that our parents or grandparents had to do for the two of us to be able to meet. This is how powerful that is. So don't say nothing is happening because you don't know. You don't have the full visual. We're that rat in a maze. The divine sees it all, but we don't. That's why we have to trust in divine guidance. It's not just the 3D world. 3D world is matrix. We have those karmic ties, number 4, number 3. Your children need to come first. Trust that they are part of our plan. Alternative, our inner children need to come first. It may be a detail for some of you that this person has children, your person has children, or you have children with someone else. But to be honest, collectively, when I look at this this picture, I thought of inner child. I thought of a father wound. I thought of a relationship. So without healing your inner child, nothing will come out of this journey. You will never, it's like this first step on a journey. So many things that we have to heal and go through, but that inner child wound, and it's a very strong energy for the two of you. We have that 6 of Cups, and we're always connected, right? I always say this, through that threads, you lead the way. So whatever's being illuminated now to you when it comes to whatever he triggered, that inner wound, that inner childhood wound, that innocence that you've lost, work on that. Work on that, because it's going to feed into his energy and allow him to illuminate his own wounds to him. And another one is, my heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. He may be connected to someone else. He may be connected, clarify those karmic ties for this masculine. He may be connected to someone else that it's still not, I'm not hearing like active now, but in a sense not properly closed. Energetically not properly closed, I wanted to read. Winter solstice, a year or more. That's how long he may need to close the karmic contract. 5 of Wands. And we have 4 of Swords, silence, stagnation. I feel this is a situation that he right now he doesn't see and feel an escape. Your first card was that a year or more. He's going to need a year or more to clarify the situation. And probably you're watching this, and if everything else resonated, you're like, oh my God, a year more. Honey, it's years on this journey. In the first stages, we're being kept in that emotion that it's right behind the corner, it's accessible, it's available, right? Because otherwise we would explode. In the first 2 years of my journey, since I met my divine counterpart, if someone told me it's going to be years, it's not going to be in a moment, you're going to have moments of separations when you're not going to speak to each other for nearly 2 years, I would shoot myself in the head. I would jump off the bridge. I would not be able to handle this. But if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, you're approaching the moment when you can start to understand it's a long journey and it's for a reason. It's learning you to trust. In order for him to find a solution to resolve the situation, that stagnation period will be needed. But at the bottom of the deck we have few months. I feel like in between a few months, and he's gonna start realizing that. It's gonna be shown to him like, damn, that's something that I need to resolve. We have 2 more. Number 2, I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. See, confirmation. You're gonna trigger him as well in order to realize. So again, be you. Have an online presence. Talk about life. Talk about your journey. Allow him to be connected to you. Number 10, mirrors. Our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting it. And at exact that moment, my candle went down. Oh, and it went up. It's like, see, it's like almost gone, and the flame disappeared, and it was reignited. I feel you're gonna have that moment. I feel this is your moment. I think it burned out, and you felt like recent cycles. It's like in the recent days, weeks, you would feel it's done, it's over, but you're gonna reignite that fire. You're gonna understand this is a journey. This journey is a gift. This journey is wonderful. Like we found each other for a reason. There's a clear inner guidance, but it's the ego resisting it. Draw another card to see what it says, to see what you're both resisting. Let's do it then. What you're both resisting. Last card. What you're both resisting. We have 2. Karmic ties. Both are karmic ties. I know I need to release attachment with karmic people. I'm creating a plan to leave him or her. I cannot fully be there for you as long as this other person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience. So listen, this is what I'm hearing. In his life, there are strong karmic ties, karmic contracts that he has to close. The journey of the masculine is a journey of karmic patterns, karmic relationships, karmic contracts in 3D. But in order for you to help him energetically, to facilitate this journey for him, what you need to do is you need to understand that everything is within. You cannot look for external validation. As long as you look for external validation in other men, in other friends, in other people, in situations, that groupie kind of energy that we had, he's gonna be tied to those karmics, because you think you need that validation. He's gonna think that he needs, and there's no escape. So release that, work on that. I hope this was helpful. I love you so incredibly much. I'm sending you so much love and strength, and that fire will be reignited.